Okay, so I'll explain pretty quickly what's going on here. The YouTube has cut the ads out of my videos for some unknown reason. I'm pretty sure it's just a glitch in the system. Nothing to be too alarmed about, I guess. I am a little bit alarmed because, it does become part of the farm income, these videos that I post. But you know what? I started YouTube without money, and I will continue YouTube until I get this thing resolved. I'm a little bit PO'd. I'm not whining or crying about it. Well, maybe I am just a little bit, but anyway, I don't feel that I did anything to deserve getting booted off of the AdSense campaign, even though I went on there and it says that the last payment that I had received was back in 2013. Yeah, 2013. And when I click on the, lifetime payments, it doesn't even show that. It shows that I was never even a partner to YouTube. So what I've done is I've actually applied for AdSense, Google AdSense, and I've been accepted, but it will take about 4 days before ads start to appear on my videos, but that's okay. Yes, I got millions and millions and millions of miles of footage to put up on this thing. I have, well, as you're seeing right here, these are just photographs that have taken place in the last 12 months or so. As a matter of fact, this is, from this point forward, it's about 12 months. Maybe it's about 14 or 15 months of my life being displayed here. Yeah, there's Ken's place. 63 Impala 2-door. Yeah, he's a good guy. Heck of a good guy. Just had a heart attack, but he's on the mend. I think I'm going to call him today just to say howdy because, I was supposed to go out there and graft with him, but the heart attack that he had kind of screwed things up. And, wow. I look at my life and what YouTube has provided for me. I mean, these trips that you're seeing now, that was paid for by YouTube. YouTube money. I call it my fun money. It has been a long road to get to the point where you're making enough money to go play around and do stuff like that. Farming isn't paying for it, but the farming pays for tractors and things like that. But fun times, that's paid for by YouTube. So I'm going to miss that money if I can't, if I can't get my AdSense back up on there and, get rolling again. And, there's Tim on his little pocket rocket bike. He busted himself up. My garden from last year. The new garden has started already, so. But anyway, yeah, I'm just looking forward to this coming year. I only have one farm to do. And I can't do that to put fertilizer. There goes Esmond. He's running. He didn't want to be on film, but that's just too bad. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, so John Deere power all the way. I was recently watching or looking at some Instagram videos and photos and stuff, and there was a what do you call it? A picture in there that said, "Hey, which do you prefer, John Deere or IH?" And I was rather surprised at the overwhelming amount of people that were for the IH. This was when we were in England. Again, YouTube money. But anyways, the IH, this was actually in Wales. Beautiful countryside in Wales. I like Wales. Of course, London, which, if you want to see London, just go to Allentown, Pennsylvania. That's about it. I'm not a fan of London. Neither was Teresa. Yeah, America first, baby. We got back from there, and Donald Trump was the new president. Yeehaw. So... yeah, where was I at here? I don't remember. Yeah. Oh, yeah, on the IH part of the thing. Everybody was like, oh, yeah, IH all the way. IH beats out John Deere 10-1. I was like, nah, I don't think so. IH was bought up by Case. Case was bought up by Fiat. Fiat Agri New Holland. And, yeah, it's IH, or International Harvester's, dead. John Deere is really still John Deere. And I know if you watch Messick's videos, they're like, oh, John Deere's just good at marketing. Well, that's true. That's 99% of your piece of equipment is how to market it. And I'll leave you with this last little doodad here at the end. You can probably expand that. I'm probably going to make a shirt that says this on the sleeve or something, because that thing just, it really does sum it up. As of lately, and me and Dad were talking about this very subject with city people or town folk or non-ag folk. Why is it that they're being more and more aggressive on the roads lately towards us? And I said to Dad, I said, well, it could, actually Teresa said it first, but I had been thinking it, and I think it's attributed to Donald Trump becoming president. I know that the general public they know that farmers, not all farmers, there are a few of us and some on YouTube that did vote for Hillary Clinton. And there's a photograph I'm going to put on after this. That did vote for Hillary Clinton that, are on YouTube, and I was not one of them. I know there's a few people out there that said that I wanted Hillary, which is so far from the truth. I mean, you can see that in my embroidery, that Hillary Clinton is not someone that I would have ever voted for, because, you know what? I just think more and more of the same old is not a good thing. It's just not. It's not a good thing. I think that Donald Trump is doing a good job. I think that CNN needs to go off the air because they're just effed up morons. But God, I can't find this. I had a photograph that said "Hookers for Hillary," and I thought that was perfect for Hillary Clinton's campaign. Probably YouTube will ban me for having that photograph up on here if I could find the damn thing. But anyway, we were talking about it, and I could almost attribute it to Donald Trump being elected president, because, like I said, the general public does know that we were a big part of, our agriculture was a big part of getting Donald Trump elected. If you look at the major agricultural areas of the United States of America, they went for Donald Trump. And I'm proud to say that, yes, I was one of those guys that voted for Donald Trump, and I do not regret it, not in the least. And if you're out there in the world and you're not in this country and you're complaining about me saying that I voted for Donald Trump, well, it's just too fucking bad. Donald Trump is doing what he said he was going to do. Are we going to build the wall? Hell yeah, we're going to build that wall. Is Mexico going to pay for it? Yes, Mexico is going to pay for it. They're not going to like the way they have to pay for it, but yes, they will be paying for that wall. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, and you see that the budget, in the budget that Donald has proposed to pay for the wall, it states that the American people are going to pay for the wall. But this NAFTA, North American Free Trade Agreement, that's going to be renegotiated, and therefore Mexico will be paying for that wall. If there are goods that are being made for Americans down in Mexico before it comes here, they will be paying their share. I mean, if you don't know anything about taxation and things like that, well, I'm going to tell you a little story. Before income tax, back in income tax was instated during the Civil War. Then it was repealed as being illegal by the Supreme Court back in the day. And then back again in 1915, I believe it was 1915, the income tax was reinstated, and it has been stuck with us ever since. So that's a thing. Where did we get our tax money from before income tax? It was on tariffs on goods coming into the country. Of course, we paid our fair share of tariffs going out of the country. But we've got this globalization thing going on. And, I'm all for trade, but I'm for fair trade. And it's been quite unfair because countries around the world have been able to ship their shit to us for nothing, and we still have to pay we have to pay tariffs going into other countries, and that's why America can't compete with some of these Asian countries, and and India is in Asia, if you didn't know that. But yeah, some of these Asian countries, we can't compete. They're not going to pay more. They're not going to pay more for stuff because we need to get a tariff out of it. That needs to be renegotiated. It should be fair. I mean, one hand washes the other, right? If you send something to China, China charges us, and then China wants to send something to us, we should charge China for sending it to us. I mean, Walmart might put more American-made goods in their store if it was actually a fair trade. But who knows? And now I've yammered on for over 10 minutes, and hopefully this thing loads. But if it doesn't, have a nice day. Thanks for watching, and yeah. I'm going to try and get my ads back up on YouTube because I like to go globe-trotting, if you didn't know.